I got into comic books when I was a kid, probably 11, 12 years old. I just started, um, I read a lot as a kid, and I had a lot of time where I was alone, and my mom would send me to the bookstore, and I just started buying comic books. I still have all of my comic books from when I was a kid. I have about 3,000 of them. They're all in boxes, and they're bagged individually, and I take care of them.
At the first MSUM staff meeting of the year, as everyone went around the room sharing things not many people know about themselves, head swimming and diving coach Todd Peters stood up and boasted about his comics.
Well, this one is what the latest X-Men movie is based on, Days of Future Past. This is actually a comic book that was done in the early 80s. And so it's kind of special. This one has Magneto in it. Not his first appearance, but I guess with the X-Men, what happened was in issue 94, a whole new team was created, and that's the team that everybody knows with Wolverine and Storm and Colossus and Cyclops and all of them. And so this was the first time that the new team really fought against Magneto. And then this is issue 100 of the X-Men, and it's the new team fighting the old team, so to speak.
Interesting.
This one is really valuable. This is the very first appearance of the Punisher. He actually appeared in Spider-Man. This is from the 70s, so this one is actually worth a couple $100. This, I believe, is the oldest one I have. It's a Batman from, I don't know, the 40s or 50s. It's not in great shape, but it's really old. It was only 10 cents when it was originally purchased. And again, it's just one that I got like when I purchased another collection of somebody else's. This one I just brought just because it's a really good cover of Iron Man. He's pretty popular right now.
Yeah, I'd say he's pretty popular.
And then this one is the Infinity Gauntlet. This is the upcoming Avengers movie. There'll be two Avengers movies, Infinity Gauntlet 1 and 2. That'll be coming up in the next 2 to 4 years, and it's based off of this. And this one was done in the 80s. Most of the movies that are being done, the plot lines are from comic books that were done in the 80s.
Peter says he doesn't spend much time flipping through the pages anymore, but he gets plenty of fun flashbacks to the new movies.
They're turning comic books that I read as a kid into a movie now. The latest Avengers movie is Ultron, Age of Ultron, and that was from that era when I was really into them. So it's kind of strange. People don't realize that all these stories were really written 30 years ago, and now they're becoming made into movies.
He admits his favorite was always the Avengers, but along the way, another investment pulled him away from his comics.
But I got to a certain point where I kind of had to choose between either spending money on my girlfriend or buying comic books.
And who won?
And the girlfriend won. Good thing, because I ended up marrying her, so it was the right choice.
Classics and buried treasures, all with the story and value. But asked when his whole collection would be worth today, Coach Peters simply laughs at the idea.
Wow, that's tough to do that, because it's valued. Its worth to me is so much more than what anyone would probably pay for it, just because of what it meant to me as a kid. If somebody came up to me and said, "I'll give you $10,000 for everything," it'd be tough for me to say no. But yet, it's worth way more than that to me.